Hi there. It's so nice to be back. I'm Marian Gelletley. I am the founder of Powerful Presence, and I am your host every week here for Fashion Flair Friday. And I've been gone for about a month, gone meaning not doing Fashion Flair Fridays, because my husband's been recuperating from knee replacement surgery, and I have been his Uber driver and a chauffeur and so forth. And so I just decided to give myself a little bit of a break and not really think about anything other than just getting him back on his feet, and he's doing really, really well. So I'm really happy to be back and to see you all again. And of course, this is the time of year where I begin to think of fall, and probably that's a little bit of because where I live. Here on the central coast of California, our summers are really not summer. They're foggy and they're cool, and that allows me to think about upcoming fall season. Not to mention the fact that I'm reminded every single day as I see things on the internet and as I get emails from different retailers and as I step into some of the stores, both locally and up in the Bay Area, I am reminded that fall is coming because the stores are all changing over their merchandise. And for those of you that are Nordstrom shoppers, you probably know that a couple of weeks ago we had the Nordstrom's anniversary sale here in California and some other states as well. But that certainly reminds all of us, to start looking at what's coming. So that with that in mind, that made me think about the fact, well, in order to get ready for fall, we really have to think about what's going on in our closet. And so I, thought about, what kind of personalities do I see when I work with clients in their closets? And, there's really quite a variety of personalities. And so I thought I would talk a little bit about that today and also have you begin to just identify, well, do any of these personalities sound like you? And then after we identify closet or wardrobe personalities, I'm going to talk a little bit about shopping personalities because I know you're going to be doing some shopping. So I want you to be ready. So you know that my request is always that when you come on, because I see we have some people here. Let's see, do I have some comments? I should see comments, but because it says I should have a few, and yet they aren't popping up yet. So let me just see if there's anything I can do to get those up. And I think we'll just wait for everything on Facebook always seems a little bit behind real time. So I won't stress yet. So, all right, let's get started. So, we're going to talk about closet personalities and shopping personalities. And I just want you to get out a pen and a paper. And as you hear me describe certain things that sound like you, go ahead and identify yourself as such. Because when you can identify what you're dealing with, it really helps you think about how you might want to do things a little bit differently. So you've heard me say for years, and I say it over and over again, that style really starts in your closet. It doesn't start in the store. So your closet is where your outfits take shape. And your outfits take shape, I hope, because you've been able to identify a personality, a style personality that really speaks on your behalf. And I'm also going to bet that some of you have not done that yet, and that's really an important starting point. So, I also want you to think about your closet as a place that you go to every single morning and that you finish up your day in. And so, I want your closet to feel like your sanctuary, a place that you enjoy being, that makes you happy rather than makes you stressed. So, just in the comment section, tell me, do you enjoy going into your closet? Or do you not enjoy going into your closet? I really want to know that. Okay, There we go. Now I'm seeing those come up. So I see I have Jody here. Hey there, girlfriend. I really want to see you. And Janelle, glad hubby is doing well. Yes, me too. Very, very nice. And Betty, yes, nice to be back. I really appreciate your comment. So here we are. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about these closet personalities because you know, these could be contributing to some of your style struggles or your style frustration if you can identify any of these. So let's talk first of all about identifying, are you a minimalist or are you a maximalist? Okay, so you probably can guess that a minimalist is one of those people that says, oh, I already have a black skirt. I don't need another one. And a maximalist will say, I only have one black skirt. Of course I need more. Okay? So, what are you? Are you somebody that just wants one? You want things simple, you want it to be the right thing, but you don't want a lot of stuff in your closet. Okay, so that's the first thing to decide. Are you a minimalist or are you a maximalist? And go ahead, feel free to put that in the chat or in the comment section. I can tell you I'm a maximalist. I'm not I'm not what a off the chart maximalist, but I need variety in my closet. I cannot live with one of something. I cannot live with one pair of jeans. I cannot live with one jacket. I cannot live with one coat or one scarf. I have to have variety because that's what makes me happy. I love the creativity of putting things together. And so you have to have a little variety. So that's my excuse anyway as to why I'm a maximalist. Okay, so let's talk about 6 closet or wardrobe personalities. One is the all work and no play. Okay, or it could be the all play and no work. You know, does that sound familiar? There was a time when I was all work and no play because what I would do is I would invest money in my work wardrobe, spend money there, but on the weekends I would always resort to, my jeans and a t-shirt. And maybe not even that nice. Maybe it was a sweat and a baggy t-shirt. So that would be the all work and no play closet or the personality. And the problem with the person that is the all work and no play is that when the play invitations come in, she's at a loss as to what to do. She's really not ready for it. So, what do you gravitate to? Do you gravitate to the all work and no play or to the all play and no work? Or are you somewhere in between? All right, you want to make sure that you are ready for what goes on in your life. And I know that some of you are entrepreneurs, some of you are retired, some of you are working in corporate, some of you are speakers and are on stage, some of you are maybe more tech people and behind the scenes. So you have to have clothing that really is going to suit your life and your lifestyle. And there's no one fast rule because every single one of us happens to be different. All right, the second personality here is what I like to call the multiple personality wardrobe. And I'm going to guess some of you are guilty of this. All right, it's kind of, because I've seen it, I see it in closets all the time. I'll go into a closet and it's really a mishmash of old trends, of former phases of your life, of old working situations, odds and ends that you've just never taken the time to get rid of. And so what happens is they kind of set up permanent residence in the closet. And then the closet becomes cluttered. You tell me you have a closet full of stuff, but you have nothing to wear, and I see that all the time. So the thing is always important to remember is anything that's going to reside in your closet needs to have a consistent message to represent your style. So I've told you, I think probably before, that my message, my style recipe is casually elegant with a twist of drama. Whether it's my business life or whether it's my casual life, I can take that recipe and I can do it both ways, professionally or socially. And that's all that should be in my closet. I shouldn't have, a whole bunch of traditional stuff or a whole bunch of dramatic stuff. Even though I do have a little touch of drama, I'd have a little bit of it, but it doesn't overwhelm or overtake. So that's really important. Check it out and say, is there a consistent message when I look in my closet? Do I see a consistent message that really, when I get dressed, this is what I represent and this is what I want to tell the world about who I am? All right, so that would be the, let's see, I called that the multiple personality wardrobe. Okay, a little bit of everything. And then number 3 would be the kaleidoscope closet or the kaleidoscope wardrobe. And you just might guess, if you think of a kaleidoscope, you see all kinds of different colors, don't you? So this is the closet that is a mix of every color under the rainbow. There's no cohesive color palette and there's no neutrals to really create versatility. It's just color, 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 color. And even if you are a really colorful person and you like to wear a lot of color, you've got to have some neutrals in the closet in order to support all that color. So are any of you the kaleidoscope personality in the closet? All right, number 4 would be the neutral personality. So that would be, the person that has, when you walk into the closet, you just see a sea of black or a sea of cream or a sea of navy. I mean, just boom, boom, right after one after another. I mean, the whole thing is just a solid neutral. Okay. That isn't very interesting, isn't it? Is it? I mean, we look at, I can remember Steve Jobs. I mean, he always wore black t-shirts, and Mark Zuckerberg does the same thing. Black, 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 and very little variety or variation. Well, for him, that's a very simple, but I think, it also is very boring. So that's my personal opinion. But I love to help women shift from neutral, neutral, neutral to a nice balance of neutrals supporting colors and colors popping neutrals to just, have a stylish look, but an interesting look. One that you like to look at when you see yourself in the mirror, but one that other people really enjoy and who are inspired by when they look at you. So that's number 4, the neutral, neutral, neutral personality. And then, here's what I wanted to say about neutrals. If you are one of those people that loves neutrals, and I'm going to use brown as an example because at one time brown was my go-to neutral and I had a lot of it. But make sure that you have a variety of lights, mediums, and darks in the closet in that neutral. Then that can work a little bit better. So maybe you've got a honey, which would be a really light brown. Then you might have milk chocolate, which would be a medium brown. And then you might have dark chocolate, or semi-sweet chocolate, which would be your dark brown. So when you mix these 3 variations together, it does create a more interesting harmony in the closet. Also, another way you can do your neutrals, if you just have to have them, is that you add a variety of textures. Textures give interest, and you don't want all of your fabrics to be totally flat and boring. You want to add a little bit of texture in your neutrals as well. All right, so let's go to number 5 personality, and that would be the old collector closet or the old collector wardrobe. And does this sound familiar to anybody? Okay, so this would be the woman that hasn't gotten rid of anything since 1975. You still have, hand-me-downs from your family, from your sister, from your mother. You've got your old college sweatshirt. Maybe you still have your wedding dress, or maybe you have your, mother of the bride dress, but your daughter was married 20 years ago. Or you've got the same outfit that you wore for family pictures 10 years ago, and this stuff is all still hanging in your closet. I'm not sure why, but I often see people having great difficulty getting rid of things, especially if they have memories attached to them. What I'm going to say is you just get them out of the day-to-day closet, the closet that you go to every single morning that's supposed to be your sanctuary. So these collector items are not doing you any favor in your closet. So take a picture of them, give them away, or make something out of them, or frame something, or take a picture and frame the picture. So that might be a good way to break that old collector personality. And then the final closet personality is what I like to say the play it again Sam wardrobe. And the play it again Sam wardrobe is the person that she's a creature of habit. And she likes to buy the same thing over and over again. She's never met a pair of jeans that she doesn't love, or she's never met a cashmere sweater that she doesn't love. And she has multiples of the same exact outfit, maybe just in a variety of different lengths or in different colors. So the play it again, Sam, maybe that's something that you could break that habit and really get more interest in the closet so you can have some fun. So the question is, are you or do you have a wardrobe or closet that's the all work and no play closet, or the all play and no work closet? Are you one that has the multiple personality closet? Are you the kaleidoscope bright closet? Are you the neutral, neutral, neutral closet? Are you the collector closet? Or are you the play it again Sam closet? So anybody care to claim any of those? Or have you been with me long enough that you aren't still falling into those traps? Or although I have to say, the reason I have clients is because they have these issues. All right, so let's move on to shopping styles, because you are going to be in the stores and you are going to be shopping. And in the same way that you have a closet personality, you probably also have a shopping personality. And the shopping personality usually comes from your attitude about shopping as well as your habits. So, first question would be, are you a hot shopper or a cold shopper? Okay. Now, a hot shopper is someone that loves to shop and lives for it. So you might guess that I fall into that category. And a cold shopper is obviously the opposite. And here are some ways that you might identify yourself as either a hot or a cold shopper. So a hot shopper, as I say, enjoys the process of shopping. She also sometimes has to talk herself out of purchases. And I have to do that with myself because there's so many things I love and I'm tempted to buy. And I have to say to myself, Marion, do you really need that? Or is there something in your closet you're willing to get rid of in order to make room for this new piece that you just have to have? And a hot shopper feels like there's almost always something that she could buy. A hot shopper usually has a full closet. And a hot shopper can justify almost any purchase. So do you fall into the hot shopper category? Or if you're a cold shopper, see if this sounds good, that you hate the process of shopping. I have a daughter that's a cold shopper. She hates the process of shopping. I have another daughter that's a hot shopper. So it's much more fun to shop with my hot shopper daughter than it is with my cold shopper daughter. But I can really add value to my cold shopper daughter because I can help her get through the experience. So the cold shopper, she has to talk herself into purchases. And she won't buy things she needs just because she dreads doing it so much. Her closet usually looks a little bit neglected, and her style usually needs an update because she has hated shopping for so long and isn't willing to do it that, either the old habits come in or the old things stay in the closet for too long. So that's usually a cold shopper. So hot shopper or cold shopper? Anybody want to claim? Are you a hot shopper or a cold shopper? All right. So here are some things. The I hate shopping shopper. Okay. This would be, again, my daughter. So this is, as I said, the particular cold shopper. And she hates shopping so much that she seldom goes. And when she does go, she's in and she's out very, very quickly. She finds shopping stressful. She finds it overwhelming, and she just finds it annoying and a time waster. I also have a very dear friend who is absolutely this person to a T. So to get her into a store, is like pulling teeth. And then another type of cold shopper is the never shopper. And she just doesn't shop, like at all. And if she walked into a store today, she'd find prices and she'd find styles being shocking because it's just been so long. She might order necessities online, but she's going to go out of her way to avoid actually walking through the doors of any retailer. Now, so we've got the I hate shopping shopper and we've got the never shopper. And then for the type of hot shopper, we've got what I like to call the shiny object syndrome shopper. And this is the person who never met a trend or a color or a sparkle that she didn't love. She's an impulse shopper, but she's mostly drawn to things that are really fun and colorful statement pieces. And unfortunately, what happens with this kind of person is her wardrobe becomes a little unbalanced because she gravitates to the fun, the colorful, the sparkly, but she forgets that she needs some basics to really be able to support the fun, colorful statement pieces. So, and the hot shopper or the shiny object syndrome shopper is also the one when I go into a closet, I just really see overwhelm. I see so much, and I also see things that really don't go together, that really she purchased because, it was just speaking to her at the moment, but she didn't really give it any thought, or she didn't think about before she bought it, what can I do with this piece with what I already have in my closet? And then we have the emotional shopper. And this person shops whenever she is sad, or whenever she is happy, or whenever she is bored. And I know a lot of women who love to go into a store just to browse. It's almost like retail therapy, if you will. And that's fine, but you also can go into a store and say, no, I'm not going to buy that. I'm just going to enjoy looking. So the emotional shopper tends to overbuy, as I say, not out of need, but out of emotion, kind of that fantasy shopping world. So those are 4 shopping personalities, and I don't know whether any of you relate to any of that, but I see it again all the time. So, what can you do when you're shopping? How can you make shopping be wise and smart if you're going to go into the stores? Well, there are some simple questions that you can ask yourself. And one of the questions might be, would I be willing to buy this again? If I really love it now, would I buy this again? Maybe in a different color or maybe with a different, shape to it or a different length to it. Do I love it enough that I would buy it again if I needed it? And second question is, would I wear it today? In other words, would I wear it today? Would I put it into my closet rotation today versus going home, putting it in the closet, and getting to it later, or thinking, I may have to do a little more shopping in order to make that piece work. So, would I wear it today, and could I wear it today? I think that's really important. And then the other is, do I like what it says about me? Do I like the way it fits me? Or do I need to do some alterations? Or do I think, it isn't quite as flattering as it should be? So when you're shopping, would I buy it again if I needed it? Would I or could I wear it today and put it into the rotation? And do I like what it says about me? So these are questions that really will help you be a more intentional and a more thoughtful shopper. So if you answered yes to the questions when you considered this piece, then you can feel really confident that this is something that you will love and that you will get a lot of use of. So, what did you think about these closet and shopping personalities? Do you see yourself either in the closet personalities or the shopping personalities? And just let me know in the comments. I just want to say to you that if this is an area of your style destiny that you really struggle with and you just don't feel like you quite get it right, you get close, but you don't quite get it right, and you're not really sure why, that's why I'm here. So all you have to do is to reach out to me and let me know that you could use some help in this area, whether you live in my local area or whether you don't. There are many ways that we can work together with the use of technology and Zoom, and I have a fabulous platform for photographs and recommendations and a lookbook service where I actually pair things together for clients so they can see new possibilities. So that is it for today, my friends. I hope you found this fun, and I hope that I'll see you again. By the way, I am going to do these Fashion Flair Fridays now every other week rather than every week. And just to give myself a little breathing room, I have quite a lot going on and I want to be of service to you, so I don't want to stop them for sure, but I will do them every other week. So I think the next one will be on August 25th. And as always, if you have got suggestions or if you have got questions, I want you to make sure that you just put them in a comment somewhere in this page or on this page in our group. And I would love to be able to take whatever is, tugging at your heart and you're wondering about and create something for you. So let me just see, I'm going to just quickly review comments here. Jody, you're a hot shopper for tech, but cold for clothes. Okay. And we had a lot of fun when we did our shopping excursion, did we? Didn't we? And sometimes that's what it takes. It takes somebody alongside of you to really do it, number one, because when you do it and you bring those pieces back into the closet, you have a lot of fun with them. And I know that you have done that and love that. So, hot shopper for tech, cold for clothes. So, maybe that's going to be something we get on the calendar for fall and we put together some fall looks for you. All right, so let's see what else. Um, Oh, okay, Jody, thank you. You have a good blend to choose from because of your coaching. Thank you very much. And I loved working with you, and I've worked with Betty as well. I loved working with her too. So let's see. Betty, okay, I enjoy my closet, my exercise room. I am the only right stuff person. Yes, you are. And Betty wrote a great book called The Right Stuff. I think, Betty, you can get it on Amazon if I'm not mistaken. So take a look. I think that might be it for today, at least in terms of what I'm seeing at the moment. So if anything pops up after we get off, I'll definitely go ahead and respond. Oh, Janelle said you're Navy, Navy, Navy. So that's what we see in the neutral in your closet. Is that right? Okay. Well, maybe there's a little room to keep loving the Navy, but take those navies and make them just a little more interesting and a little more fun. So, ladies, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks for joining me today, and I'm really happy to be back. So, thanks for saying. All right, take care now. Bye bye.